Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Mega Man X for the Wii Virtual Console. It's time to bring Sigma to justice. Finishing off the final two stages in his fortress here. So, stage 3 here is mainly a boss rush. We'll be fighting the remaining 5 mavericks. And we'll also be taking on another new boss. So, now, one of the interesting things is you can actually skip Armored Armadillo here. You saw when we went to his door, the screen scrolled up. That's to allow him to appear from the ceiling. If you use the ice sled, the charged up version of the shotgun ice from Chill Penguin, and you have the sled push you across into the doorway, it doesn't scroll up and you can actually skip the Armored Armadillo fight. Speedrunners use that to avoid that that battle. So, but we're not doing that. We're gonna show off everything. So, and these bats, they spawn so quickly. They're gonna respawn here because I I fell down there. So I want to get that extra energy there to try to fill up my sub-tanks. There we go, grab it. Alright. So, we got Sting Chameleon here coming up. Let's see if we can do a little better against him this time. See if we can lock him down with that boomerang cutter. Doink. 1, 2, not doing too good. If we get him perfectly, like, he won't even have a chance to shake the ceiling there and have that stuff rain down on us. That's those spikes. So here we go, we're getting it pretty good here now. Like JoJo said, just a little too late, a little too long, and I can't wait. You know all the right things to say. You say it just a little too late. Alright. Well, take care of him. Hey, we got some of these miners again. We want to get those energy and the weapon refill. We need to use the boomerang cutter. Grab the stuff. And now we're going to go to our shotgun ice, because we have Spark Mandrill coming up here. The Spark Mandrill refight. Oh, shiny. He's all shiny. Now he's going to be all cold. Let's put him on ice. Literally. We'll wait until he's vulnerable again. Yeah, his actually his iframes are shorter than his freeze frames, so you can actually hit him and deal damage to him while he's still frozen there. But then, of course, you're not stun locking him down, so you trade off a little longer fight for a safer fight. So now, no prize for guessing what Maverick we're going to be fighting here now. Who can we be fighting in the water? We're going to do something interesting when we fight the remaining 2 Mavericks here. Launch Octopus and Flame Mammoth. We're going to initially hit them with a few times with the boomerang cutter. Because something happens when you hit both of them with that weapon. I believe it's 3 times each. So, him up. There we go. Yeah, we cut off his tentacles. That means he can no longer do that spinny attack where he would suck you up and steal your energy because he doesn't have tentacles to absorb the energy. But it does mean that he spams this missile attack more often. So some people say he's actually harder when he doesn't have the tentacles because he spams the missiles, and they're a little bit harder to avoid. But we'll take care of him either way. So, Flame Mammoth, similarly, when we hit him with the boomerang cutter a few times, he will lose one of his appendages, his his snoot, his little trunk. We use the invincibility of the Sting Chameleon there, his weapon. And let's grab the boomerang cutter. And let's cut off Flame Mammoth's trunk. And then he becomes Flame Pig. He has a little piggy nose. So, the thumbnail for this video series, I have Cute Rat. That's my first princess, Twilight. My first rat that my friend got. First one in the house was, what do you call it? Was Willie. The second one was Nicodemus. And Nicodemus, he had a little piggy nose. So, seeing this flame mouth with a little nose that looks like a little pig snout makes us remind me of Nicodemus. And his little pig nose. So, the third book I'm writing here, just kind of started it. I'm alternating between it and the second book and the third book. You know, when I get writer's block on the second. The third one is about animal rescue, and the rat in it is named Nicodemus. I'm going to use a boomerang on this thing here. The main thing that this thing does, the main way it damages you, is it hits the wall, and it can basically stun you, and then it deals contact damage. It basically tries to squish you, either by falling on top of you or ramming the wall, and see how we got stuck there. We got knocked off our feet. We'd like it to do what it does here, where it just kind of summons that little ball of energy, because while it's summoning that ball of energy, it stands still and it's easy to hit. So, alright. Well, that's Sigma Stage 3. Sigma Stage 4 is very, very short. It's just basically a 3-boss fight. Starting off with this little climb. So one thing to do with this climb that makes it really easy is just summon your rolling shield. And these little holes that these caterpillars come out of. Now the rolling shield is really good against these caterpillars. It can take out a whole bunch of them before it disappears. And it's a good way to fill up your sub-tanks, so, if you need to, so. But we don't need to. We're just gonna climb up, and we're gonna confront Sigma. But first we're gonna confront Sigma and his doggy! Welcome, I see you managed to get here by yourself. Very impressive. I could destroy you, but I would not rob my pet of that pleasure. I guess robots have robot pets. He knows how to deal with betrayers. Should you live, I will be waiting for you. Don't disappoint me, X. So the dog is pretty spastic. He just jumps around. He either shoots those ice things at you, or he sometimes shoots fire. I guess that's a throwback to those dogs in Woodman stage in Mega Man 2 that shoot the fire at you. Fire dogs. Got a message on my phone. Excellent job, X. I see why Zero counted on you. You're almost as good as a hunter as I am. Yeah, remember Sigma was the Maverick hunter. But the time of your destruction has arrived. You shall regret ever having challenged me. And he is weak to the electric spark. And Sigma just basically, he jumps around and he swings his lightsaber at you. Sometimes he'll also stop and he'll shoot like lasers out of his head, like bullets out of his head. I'm doing very terrible here, but the main thing is you're just gonna kind of hang out here, and when he gets close to the top, you shoot him and then drop down to the ground. You usually get about 2 shots in on him per cycle. Like I said, just take your time. A lot of the bosses seem to follow this pattern where if you take your time on them, they're pretty easy. So you just gotta be patient for the most part. And I'm not being very patient, and it's costing me a lot of energy. Now, if he's on the ground, he has his lightsaber in front of him there. He blocks your shots, so you gotta be careful. And once we defeat Sigma, he goes into his ultimate form. We saw something in the background there. You see some little lights and stuff there. That is his ultimate form. His head goes up there. It like gets junction to that wolf head. And this guy is pretty tough. You gotta jump on these hands, and the only thing that can damage him is the fully charged shot, from your X-Buster or the Rolling Shield. He's actually invulnerable to the the Hadouken. So now he's tough. Once you get on the hands, then you're okay. As long as you don't slip off the hands, that I keep doing here. But sometimes the hands come down, and you can kind of hang off of the side of them, and getting up on the hands is a little tough. But if you're pretty good at spacing, you can hang off on the side of the hands and avoid getting hit by that lightning that they shoot. And if you're really good, like I'm getting a good pattern here, you can deal a lot of damage and not take much damage. So yeah, I'm getting a nice pattern here. And if you get this pattern, you're pretty gold. And we just put a bunch of rolling shields into Sigma's head. We have defeated Sigma. No, it's not possible. I'm a Reploid. I can't be destroyed by you. Why, X? Why have you done this to me? Without the humans, my Reploid brothers could have ushered in a new era. And like Dr. Wily, Sigma will be back to cause a lot of trouble. 7 more times. Because there's Mega Man X up to 8. So, like I said, haven't played 7 or 8. And I heard that in 8 he's not really the main boss, but somebody does bring him back, so. But, I don't know. But that is Mega Man X. Let's watch the ending here. The war has ended for now, and peace has been restored. But those who sacrifice themselves for the victory will never return. Which is totally not true, because Zero will come back, Sigma will come back, Vile will come back, yeah. That face boss will come back, so yeah. A lot of stuff will be coming back, so. Exhausted, X gazes at the destruction he helped cause and wonders why he chose to fight. Was there another way? Standing on the cliff, the answers seem to escape him. He only knows that he'll fight the Mavericks again before he finds his answer. Well, this version of X will not fight the Mavericks again because I don't have any other Mega Man X games. I think X2 and X3 are available though for download on the Wii Virtual Console, but the Wii Virtual Shop is closed, so not gonna happen. So this is the end of the Mega Man X series for me. But like I said, I never had 2 or 3 or really played them, so my one friend had X2, but that was it. So. How long will he keep on fighting? How long will his pain last? Maybe the only X-Buster on his hand knows for sure. I did play X3, X4, X5, X6, and my cousin, the one who has all the Mega Man games, but like, that was much later, you know. X1 was the only one I only played like as a kid growing up, you know, renting it from the video store. And then, like I said, I had a friend who had X2, and sometimes when I hung out with him, like to play Dungeons and Dragons or Magic the Gathering, you know, we'd play Super Nintendo when we were finished the game, and I know I played X2 a few times at his place, Chris's place, but it wasn't until my cousin got the X collection for PlayStation 1 that I played 3 and you know, 4, 5, and 6, so. And occasionally when I still go up there and visit him, we pull out one of the old Mega Man games. Except for 6, because 6 is so hard. 6 is really, really hard, so. So we get this nice little finish here. We get to see the names of all the different types of robots that we ran into. Some of the bosses' names. We get to see the Mavericks and their stats, and get to see Mega Man X, I guess, run across this highway, which is, I guess, had been repaired. Unless it's a different highway from the initial intro one, but still. So, but yeah, like I said, it's a very interesting game. You know, took a lot of what made the Mega Man series popular and just enhanced it. You know, enhanced graphics, the new moves, the ability to charge up weapons, special weapons, not just the Buster. Power-ups, you know, the armor, the legs, and then, you know, other things like the you know, the exploration that is added by trying to find sub-tanks and hard container piece and stuff like that. So, definitely gave a new life to the series, and it was good enough that it spun off, like I said, a whole bunch of other sequels up to 8, Mega Man X8. It went to. Now, apparently the lore was they were supposed to end after X5 and transition to the Zero series, and X5 kind of ends with a nice way to tie into the Zero series, but Capcom was making money off the series and was like, hey, why end the series if it's still profitable? So then, of course, they cranked out X6, which was kind of not well received. It was really hard. A lot of people complain about the stage design in that. Like I said, that game is really, really hard. So, I mean, it was kind of rushed. They made it real quick. A lot of the assets from X5 were reused. So it was quick. A lot of planning, I guess, didn't go into the stages to make it, player-friendly. And then I guess X7 and X8 came out for the PlayStation 2, so I guess it's similar to, the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, and Super Nintendo to the PlayStation era. You got a new toy to play with, so let's pull up an old franchise and see what we can do with the new toy, the new graphical capabilities, the new power and hardware that, the next generation console can offer, so. But that pretty much does it for X. We want to stay here, though, for a little bit because it's kind of like the movie credits. You stick around the credits after a while, and you get, like, a special scene. So we're going to stick around here for a little bit, and we're going to get a special scene here. So, also, there'll be a bonus episode after this. I'll show you the stages, the unaltered stages. I mentioned that some stages get altered depending on who you defeat, the order that you do them, and show off a few other things too. You have won a temporary victory, X. What you destroyed was only a temporary body. My spirit remains intact. He's in cyberspace. He uploaded himself to cyberspace. In time, I'll find other bodies strong enough to do my bidding, and I will return. I shall see you soon, X. Very soon. Yes, he will see us soon in Mega Man X2, but I do not, like I said, do not have that game. But if you're interested, I'm sure there's other playthroughs on YouTube you can find. Good speedrunners. It's also a very common game to see run on like charity events like, Games Done Quick, Awesome Games Done Quick, or, Retrothon that I played for earlier this year in 2022 with Solar Striker. So I appreciate you following along this playthrough. Take care of yourselves, have a good one, and stick around for the bonus episode. Have a good day. Bye!